There's a lot of discussion in New Jersey as to what is going to happen over the course of the next couple of years, legalize marijuana, sports betting, and the potential revenue to the state. Well, one other thing is being added to that list. How about legalized prostitution? That's right. There's an organization called the Red Umbrella Alliance, and I had a chance to speak with Derek Demiri, who is the head of the organization. He is pushing for legalized prostitution, starting with the decriminalization of the sex trade, leading to legalization.
And that includes the decriminalization of workers, clients, and third parties. We believe that is the safest and best way to achieve justice in New Jersey.
Derek went on to say that it would also reduce the amount of human trafficking just by legalizing it.
Most workers will say the best way to reduce human trafficking is to decriminalize it. And the best people to identify people who are trafficked in the industry is sex workers themselves.
I also spent some time with a Republican member of the New Jersey Assembly, Jay Weber, who is also a candidate for the United States Congress. And I asked him a couple of things. First, how realistic is this? And second, would it even be the right thing to do to try to take revenue from the sex trade?
I tell you, Bill, we're in 2018. Now New Jersey's going to have what? Legalized pot, legalized gambling. Now we're going to legalize prostitution all in the same year. I mean, this is getting a little absurd. So, I mean, if you trust your government in the state of New Jersey to handle money, which I think is a bad decision, and you trust them to regulate an industry that would exploit women, exploit young kids, I think it's a terrible idea.
Do you think that there will be any conversation about actually putting a bill in that would legalize prostitution? And if it were, do you think there's any remote chance that that could pass?
I would hope not, but it wouldn't surprise me if somebody drops a bill, because they keep trying to push the boundaries every day, and this would just be one more boundary they could knock down.
All right, now I want to introduce you to Melissa Holland. She is the founder and executive director of Awaken. This is an organization focused on reducing human sex trafficking. Melissa, welcome to Chasing News. How are you?
Thank you. It's good to be here. I'm well.
So, Melissa, you are based in Nevada, where prostitution is legal in 8 counties. Question for you. Earlier, I spoke with someone from this Red Umbrella group, and their focus is to first decriminalize prostitution in New Jersey and then legalize it. And the reasoning behind their fight to do that is they said it will, A, be safer for the sex workers, and B, reduce human exploitation and human trafficking. What do you say?
Yeah, so we've tried a legal sex industry since 1971 in Nevada. So for 47 years, we've had those laws in our state. And we just released a report yesterday showing Nevada has the highest rates of prevalence of an illegal sex trafficking or human sexual exploitation of any other state in the nation when adjusted per population. So it's done nothing to reduce the rates of the sex market. All it's actually done is the opposite. It's increased the rates of an illegal market. So the myth behind legalize it, make it safe is just not true.
Now, it's counterintuitive because they say they paint the image of pulling these young girls and boys out of the alley and exposing it where government can make sure that it's clean and safe. What do you say to that, and how does that work in Nevada?
So in Nevada, there are laws on the book that are an attempt to make it safe, but even the people in law enforcement say they are not enforced to be able to regulate these laws. So what they've done is they claimed 100% success rate. It's not accurate, though. If you check with the ERs, you talk to the women, which we do. We work with the women and children who have come out, and it's just completely false. But they've been able to take the lead on the narrative of this, and they've been incredibly misinforming everybody.
Let me ask you this. In terms of human trafficking, do you see, is it more on the safety of the sex workers who are there in Nevada, or do you see a higher number? Because literally they're coming out, this Red Umbrella organization, saying that the numbers of illegal trafficking would be reduced because you've got so many people working legally.
So we already show we have a legal industry, and all it's done is increase the rates of human trafficking. It has not done anything to reduce it, and it's also done nothing to make it safe. Nevada has one of the highest rates of sexual assaults and violence against women than any other state in the nation. So you really just roll out the red carpet to increase rates of violations and exploitation of women. You do nothing to decrease it. You just market it.
Okay, Melissa, thank you for your time, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me on.
All right, thanks.